problem 6.2, and it is based on Otto cycle parameters. The problem statement goes like this. In a constant volume Otto cycle, the pressure at the end of compression is 15 times that at the start. The temperature of air at the beginning of compression is 38 degrees Celsius, and maximum temperature attained in the cycle is 1950 degree Celsius. Determine 1. The compression ratio, 2. Thermal efficiency of the cycle, 3. Work done, and take the value of adiabatic index for air is equal to 1.4. So in order to solve this problem, let us first draw the schematic. That is, let us represent the Otto cycle on pressure, volume and temperature entropy plot. So as shown in the figure, you can see the Otto cycle on PV as well as TS plot. In both these plots, process 1 to 2 is isentropic compression, 2 to 3 constant volume heat supplied, 3 to 4 isentropic expansion, and 4 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection. During this process, P3 is the maximum pressure in the cycle and T3 is the maximum temperature of the cycle, whereas P1 and T1 are minimum pressure and temperatures correspondingly. So this way we can represent Otto cycle on PV and TS plot. After representing the PV and TS plot, Otto cycle on PV and TS plot, let us enlist all the given parameters. So here it is given, pressure at the end of compression is 15 times that at the start. That means P2 is the pressure at the end of the compression. It is 15 times of P1, or P2 by P1 is equal to 15. Then you have been given temperature at the beginning of the compression, that is T1 38 degrees Celsius, and maximum temperature attained in the cycle 1950 degrees Celsius, that is, it is nothing but T3. So I am going to consider the absolute temperature, initial temperature at the beginning of compression, and this temperature will be 311 Kelvin. Similarly, T3 will be 1950 degrees Celsius plus 273. So this temperature will be 2223 Kelvin, and gamma value is 1.4. These are the values given to us. After that, let us make some assumptions. So assumption number 1 here is all the processes of the cycle are reversible. Assumption number 2, air is an ideal gas. So I can apply all the ideal gas laws and relations involved in the processes undergone by the air. So when I am considering air as an ideal gas, I can take its Cp value as 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. I can take its Cv value as 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and R value as characteristic gas constant value as 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So these are the assumptions involved. Okay. Now let us list what is to be found out. So the very first thing we are supposed to find out is compression ratio, thermal efficiency and work done. So one is compression ratio, two is efficiency of this Otto cycle, and one is W net. So let us do the required calculations to get all these values. So we will be starting our calculations with the calculation of compression ratio. Point-wise, it is always recommended or suggested to do the calculations point-wise if you have been asked to calculate the parameters point-wise. Okay. Now here we have been given the value of pressure ratio P2 by P1 as 15. We also know that compression ratio is given by the ratio of volume V1 to the ratio of volume V2. Now, in order to get this value of compression ratio, I will be recalling the characteristics of the process 1 to 2. Process 1 to 2 and 3 to 4 both are isentropic compression and isentropic expansion respectively. So, keeping in mind the nature of these processes, for isentropic process, I can recall these relationships. PV gamma is equal to constant, PV gamma minus 1 is equal to constant, and T by P gamma minus 1 over gamma is equal to constant. Okay. So I am recalling the first process. Since process 1 to 2 is an isentropic compression process and I want to calculate the ratio V1 by V2 provided we have been given the value of P2 by P1. So that is only possible if I select this relationship. So P1 V1 gamma is equal to P2 V2 gamma. Therefore V1 by V2 can be written as P2 by P1 over 1 over gamma. Now let us put the value of this ratio. So V1 by V2, P2 by P1 we have been given as 15 and the value of gamma is 1.4. So V1 by V2 comes out, this value comes out 6.9, and V1 by V2 is nothing but compression ratio. So this is the required answer number 1. Okay. Now number 2 is thermal efficiency of the Otto cycle. So thermal efficiency of Otto cycle. So we know that thermal efficiency of Otto cycle is given by the formula 1 minus 1 over Rc gamma minus 1. So just now we have calculated the value of compression ratio 6.9 power 1.4 minus 1. So the efficiency or thermal efficiency of Otto cycle comes out 0.538 or 53.8%. So this will be the required answer number 2. And the third point to be calculated is W net. So net work done is given by heat supplied minus heat rejected, and this will be in kilojoule per kg, since I am considering unit mass of air for the analysis. Now if you refer this PV and TS chart, heat is supplied at constant pressure and heat is also rejected at heat is supplied at constant volume and heat is rejected at constant volume. And we know that heat supplied at constant volume causes change in the internal energy. So QS will be delta U 2 to 3, okay, and this will be equal to CV T3 minus T2. Similarly, heat rejected during process 4 to 1 will be CV T4 minus T1 kilojoule per kg. Therefore, net work output or work done will be, CV is common, it will be T3 minus T2 minus T4 minus T1, and this work done will be in kilojoule per kg. Let's say this is equation number 1. So in order to calculate this work done from this Otto cycle, we need to calculate the value of T1, T2, T3, T4. Out of these 4 temperatures, we know the value of T1, that is initial temperature before compression, and T3, that is maximum temperature. T2 and T4 are the other temperatures which we are supposed to calculate. Okay. So how to find out T2 and then T4. So in order to find out the value of T2, first once again I will be recalling the very fact that process 1 to 2 is an isentropic compression process. Okay. So for isentropic process, we can use either of these relations. So I want to calculate the temperature T2, and we know we know the volume ratio of V1 by V2. So I can apply this relationship. Okay. I could have also used this expression as well. T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1. Okay. So please remember, I could have used this expression as well as this expression, because we know the value of the ratio V1 by V2, we know the value of T1. Similarly, we know the value of this pressure ratio P2 by P1. So either of this equation I can use, either of this relation between temperature volume and temperature pressure I can use. Let us say I am using the second expression. T2 by the value of T1 is 311 Kelvin and P2 by P1 is 15 as given in the problem. The value of gamma is 1.4 minus 1 over 1.4. So from here the value of T2 comes out 671.7 Kelvin. Okay, let me check the value of T1 here. T1 is 311 Kelvin and T3 is 2223 Kelvin. Now similarly, process 3 to 4 is an isentropic expansion process. So I can use this relationship T3 V3 gamma minus 1 is equal to T4 V4 gamma minus 1, or I can use this relationship as well. T3 over T4 is equal to P3 over P4 gamma minus 1 over gamma. Okay. Now I don't know the value of this P3 by P4. Okay, I don't know this pressure value. So I cannot use this relationship. So I can use this. So T3 is 2223. V3 is equal to V2 actually. 1.4 minus 1. T4 is to be calculated and V4 is equal to V1 gamma minus 1. If you refer the diagram, V2 is equal to V3 and V1 is equal to V4, because 2-3 process and 4-1 processes are constant volume process. So from here T4 will be equal to 2223 into V2 over V1 power 1.4 minus 1, or T4 is equal to 2223. V2 by V1 is nothing but the, the reciprocal of compression ratio, 1 over RC power 0.4, or 2223 into the value of compression ratio is 6.9. We have got from the calculation of 0.1. So T4 is, or T4 comes out 1029 Kelvin. So now we have all the values of temperatures T1, T2, T3, T4. So from equation 1, therefore from equation 1, W will be the value of Cv I can take as 0.718 kilojoule per kg. T3 minus T2, the value of T3 is 2223 minus T2 is 671.7 minus T4 is 1029 Kelvin minus the value of T1 is 311. This will be in kilojoule per kg. So the work done W will come out 597.5 kilojoule per kg. This is the required answer number 3. So this way you can solve such problems. So thank you for your kind attention and passionate listening. Happy learning.